Good evening and welcome to all of you. After 3 years of lockdown, it is wonderful to see a full house and thank you so much for coming. As I was saying, I was teaching, this was 30 years ago, I was a young teacher and fairly young, all right, sorry, I still consider myself young. And I was teaching the children of junior senior KG also, senior KG and first standard, and they had been taught on the stage but with full lights on. On the actual performance day, they actually went onto the stage and it was all dark in the audience. They, like one man, turned around to the backstage and recited their entire poem. They, they thought there was no one sitting here. I think I feel like that, yes? And it's nice to see all of you. Well, welcome. Actually, at the beginning of this week, I read a little news in the papers saying that perhaps there would be rain and showers, and how nervous that made me. So we went down on our bended knees and prayed to the gods, and I think they have listened because they wanted to be part of the Harshotsav of Vidya Valley after 3 years. They were missing it, right? So Harshotsav is really an evening of variety and entertainment, of magic and excitement. You have already seen the beginning of it. We have reached a quarter of it, all right? But so be happy, you have a lot of entertainment coming your way. These children have worked very hard in spite of being at home and in spite of online. Yeah? And you see how well they have performed. These are young children, adolescents, middle school, and I'm sure you face the same problem that I face with my granddaughter. When they are at home and you try to speak to them, the only words you get is okay, fine, nice, yes, good. But today, you will be surprised. I'm sure you are already surprised at them singing, at them dancing, at them reciting. So it is an evening that they bring to you with lot of love, with lot of enthusiasm and energy, and a bit of noise as well. Yeah. I think these opportunities are very important for us to offer children. Sometimes we have parents thinking that this time taken, because it has taken a month for us, in between studies, because we are a little scared of you if we take them out of class too long. So in spite of that, these opportunities provide the children a time to find themselves, to find their interests, to find their potential, and learn so much that they need when they step out of school. Teamwork. They have arguments, but they learn to go around arguments, learn to take decisions, get on with the work in hand, and know that they have a performance coming. It's wonderful, believe me, to work with these children. It energizes us. Today, in 22 years, I think I have been sitting here. Maybe I'm getting old that I'm sitting here and looking at the performance. But when I started school 22 years ago, Vidya Valley, at a little bungalow outside the Sin Society where I live, I promised myself that these children would go beyond academics. Of course, they must study. Exams are important. Study is important. Academics are important, but not at the cost of the skills that they need to learn for the world when they step out of 10th and 12th standard. I'm sure you agree with me. That time I said that these children will be wholesome individuals and excellent. And they are excellent. I think I say this every year, and I mean it from my heart. Because to be excellent and to be wholesome, you need to be aware, you need to be curious, you need to have knowledge. And all this we try to give them at Vidya Valley. You give me your children for few crucial years. And I think the opportunities we provide for them is a promise to you that when they step out of 10th and 12th, when they go through their adolescence, they will be wholesome beings. They will be confident, they will be full of self-esteem, they will know to sing, dance, to paint, right, to speak, and then we hand them over to you. They are precious. Look after them. I always get very emotional because I've seen these children. They are only in 7th, 8th. I have seen them as toddlers, hanging on to my dupatta, hanging on to my shirt, following me, saying, Nalini ma'am, and when I see them here, performing so beautifully, it really makes me emotional. And I thank you for your trust in us, because without that support, without your trust, we would not have achieved what you see today. The 4 young men on synthesizers, young boys, they have just started. And we have Akwi sir, who is from the Northeast and very committed, right? We were not going to have them on the stage. Let me share this secret with you. Because he felt they were not prepared enough, yes? And they have just come into the synthesizer group to learn. But they came to me, they said, Nalini ma'am, we were going to practice so hard, and we promise you we will not let you down. So yesterday, I said, okay, let us have you on the stage. That's why a little bit of adjustments had to be made, but I think they did very well for themselves. In the next 2 years, you will see them, I think, the ballet dancers dancing to their music. Right, Rahul sir? Yes. So all of us have worked to make this night not only entertainment. The children have brought to you what they will have with love, with enthusiasm, and with energy. And I'm so glad you are here. I am going to take a little more time, 1 minute, to read an excerpt from a letter that one of my students wrote to me, Soumya Oberoi. She topped for the design school in IIT Mumbai, and she wrote to me, my time in Vidya Valley has been a time of self-discovery, and I can't imagine a better place to explore my own abilities than the place you provided us with. I realized just how much I love art and how much I enjoyed drumming. I learned how to learn and do well in exams while not letting them take over my life. I learned in 6th grade that the mango trees were my favorite kind to climb. I learned my affinity for fresh imli. They break the imli and they eat it. I'm glad they remember it. And of how I loved to sprint, even if I wasn't always the fastest. I learned that I could speak well enough in public. Well, I learned also I loved acting and that I adored being on center stage. I discovered that I also was all right being backstage. I discovered how much I enjoyed writing. I discovered how much I loved bottle brush and bougainvillea, which is growing around the campus. I learned how to learn and how to follow and how to lead. And I was happy doing both. If not for the school you created, I probably would have been a very different person. That is just to give you an idea that is so nice to hear from children. Another child writes, and while we may not realize it, while we at school, I think every VVS student at some point in life looks back and realizes just how important Vidya Valley was to them. And I think each teacher in this school wants to make a difference for these children, right? So you may say, Sengupta ma'am is boasting about her children. Yes, I am. But whose children are they? They are your children. You have laid the groundwork. You were the first teachers of these. And you realized and recognized a place where they would be groomed and grow further. So tonight, parents and grandparents, enjoy the evening. It is a little long, but believe me, it's worth it. All the effort that these children had put in is worth 3 hours of sitting here. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I will leave you with our charming compares. You will agree, they are beautiful. They are in class 9. Ahana Raman and Saksham Rokte have taken you through half the evening. They will take you through the other half. I have just got a message that our children went for Taekwondo at the ZP, and we have just come back with 5 gold medals. So thank you so much for being here tonight and making the year. You are the first event that we're having after the pandemic is the 7th, 8th Harshotsav. Thank you, parents. Thank you very much. I want a special clap. I want a special clap for these children. They are so beautifully turned out. I wouldn't recognize them when they are in school. Yes, but they are doing a great job. Thank you so much, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for your kind words, ma'am. We would now like you to felicitate our teachers who have been training the students for putting up this show.
May I request all teachers to please come up on the stage?
The first Harshotsav has given us an opportunity to come out in our best, in our finery. Right? Look at them. Give them a clap. These are the teachers who have been chasing your children. 7th and 8th can be quite a handful. Do you agree, parents? Yes, you have 1. We have 40 in the class. Okay? So, in spite of that, look at these teachers, smiling and looking so fresh and young. Thank you for being here today. Thank you. Akui, your children did well. Yeah. We have a little felicitation for them. Do you have to say something?
We
Give
will
them
be
some
saying the
flowers.
names out loud.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Sorry, I have forgotten which side to start from. Blame that on the pandemic. This is Akui, teaches music, very keen to teach them the, what is it called?
Synthesizer. It looks very easy, but that's not easy. Let me tell you, parents, it's hard. But you saw the children, they played well. They are exposed to synthesizer not long ago, I believe. But in these few years, I guarantee that they're going to learn a lot. So tell them not to change the performing arts in the next year. I hope they'll come in the synthesizer class, and I'm sure that they'll learn a lot. Thank you.
He has a beautiful voice as well. Thank you for being with us. Yeah. Thank you so much for being with us.
Chaitali Shah, ma'am.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. I am Chaitali Shah. I am teaching classes 5, 6, and 7.
Thank you. A pleasure to have you with us.
Next up, we have Rajni, ma'am.
गुड इवनिंग पेरेंट्स, मैं रजनी यादव, मैं 6 to 10th क्लासेस पढ़ाती हूँ हिंदी. थैंक यू.
You will be seeing how well she has worked with her children after the break.
Next up, we have Rashmi Bindra, ma'am.
Very good evening to all of you. I am taking biology, I'm taking chemistry, and I love all of your kids.
Thank you, Rashmi. Pleasure to have all of you here.
Next, we have Arpita Chatterjee, ma'am.
Thank you, Arpita. Arpita also, great teacher of English, has a son who is wonderful guitarist, but that's all he does, and she's very angry about that sometimes. So she leaves him with us to look after.
Next, Madhuri Ramgirkar, ma'am.
Madhuri Ramgirkar, wonderful Marathi teacher. She speaks like that. क्या ट्रेन बोलते हैं उसको जो बहुत तेज चलती है? राजधानी. Sometimes you have to really know Marathi well to understand what she's saying. But she's a lovely lady. Thank you, Madhuri, for being with us. आज बहुत सुंदर दिख रही हैं आप.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next up, we have Rumpa Biswas, ma'am.
Rumpa, an artist to the core, not only paints walls in the restaurants, but these beautiful saris, she gets them made on the loom. So sometime we may have an exhibition of hers, and she looks after children who are needy and gets them to do the work, Bengali saris. So thank you so much for being with us.
Next up, we have Shriparna Paul Chaudhary, ma'am.
Shiparna, beautiful singer. Sometime we hope Akwi and all these children will perform for us as well. Thank you, and very strict about language. So if your children are doing very well in language, thank Shiparna. Thank you for being with us.
Next, we have Sandhya Arya, ma'am.
Sandhya, artist, you see how beautifully she dressed? Definitely very creative and very happy she joined us this year, and we are very happy to have you with us. I hope you are happy too. Yes.
Next, we have Vidya Kalgude, ma'am.
Vidya, she just has a little baby, and yet she comes to school every day and has tussled with your children. Because making them do art is not an easy job, and I want everyone to do everything when you step into Vidya Valley gates, right? Thank you, Vidya, for being with us.
Next, we have Madhavi Saswadkar, ma'am.
Madhavi heads the art department, and all this that you see behind you is being done by her and her children. We get nothing from outside. Every backdrop, all these flowers, everything made in-house. So thank you, Madhavi, for being with us.
Next, we have Purvi Desai, ma'am.
A dancer, looking lovely. So thank you for being with us and teaching our children dance.
Next, we have Kritika Minakshi, ma'am.
Kritika Minakshi, also a graceful dance teacher, and we are so happy to have her with us because I too love dancing. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful earrings.
Thank you.
I don't think I can get away with them because they are as tall as I am.
Next up, we have Lavanya Vikram, ma'am.
Thank you, Lavanya. Lavanya teaches the pre-primary, but she's an excellent dancer, and we have, what did we say, ambushed her and brought her to teach our 7th and 8th as well. Thank you for being with us. Sorry, I beg your pardon. She doesn't teach junior, senior anymore. She's been promoted to standard 1. After 3 years, I think she needs to be. Yeah, thank you.
Next, we have Vibhuti Yadav, ma'am.
Vibhuti, our technological expert in school, and they have created a number of apps which, what shall I say, check whether teachers are coming in time and leaving in time. So I don't know how much it's appreciated. Thank you so much for being with us, Vibhuti.
Next, we have Jayashree Ghorpade, ma'am.
I need to take a pause and a breath because Jayashree ma'am is a wonderful person. She manages our 6th and 7th classes. They are terrors, even at school sometimes. Yeah? Thank you, Jayashree, for being with us and looking after all of us.
Next, we have Nilima, ma'am.
Nilima ma'am, headmistress for senior school this year. She looks quiet, right? But she has, what is it called? An iron fist in a velvet glove. Am I saying the right thing? Shiparna, am I correct? Yes? Okay. So wonderful. In the background, looking after things, looking after me too. Sometimes who shoots my mouth, right? And gets many things done. And here's Ipshita, also troubles her a lot at times, getting children to do many things. I think you all have had your 7th and 8th standard through many creative projects and programs this year, right? So thank you, Nilima, for keeping us all together and focused. Thank you.
Next, we have Aparna Dani, ma'am.
A louder clap for Aparna Dani. Louder clap for Aparna Dani. इतने अच्छे गाने सिखाते हैं आपके बच्चों को. थोड़ा जोरदार से फिर ताली बजाइए आप उनके लिए. हाँ. Thank you, Mrs. Dani, for tea. She puts lyrics to songs that she creates, and Vidya Valley School ke bache is my favorite. And someday we all will sing it to you and teach it to you. I'm sure your children will teach you. Thank you, Mrs. Dani. for being with us. Thank you.
Next we have Arvind Nishad sir.
Arvind, आप सामने आ जाइए. Come front. He needs a big clap. He's our Taekwondo teacher. 4 gold medals today. जोर से ताली बजाइए. Thank you. Thank you very much, Arvind, for teaching our children Taekwondo. I think we got 84 gold medals this year. Yes, we just had Nancy ka mila na.
We had Nancy playing a G2 tournament. That's an international tournament held in Nepal. So countries like China, Korea, around India like Nepal, Pakistan were also there. So Nancy won silver medal there. So currently she is India rank 1 and globally she is rank 2 at the moment. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Arvind. Arvind also captained the Maharashtra Taekwondo team, and one of our students in class 11, Jay Dikshit, very naughty boy he used to be, but he's very good at Taekwondo. I think you need to be naughty to be good at Taekwondo, perhaps. So he captained the Maharashtra team from Vidya Valley. So thank you so much for that.
Next we have Tushar Swami sir.
And Aditya Chafekar, also a hero in school as well as on the Taekwondo mat. We're very happy to have him here. Thank you.
Next we have Tushar Swami
My
sir.
name is Tushar Swami, Taekwondo coach.
Okay. So Tushar is with us for the first time, and he's going to North Point Vidya Valley. He's extremely talented, and he is a silver medalist in modern Pumse. So modern Pumse is a new art where it includes gymnast plus taekwondo. So he'll be showing a few steps. He can do many more, but we don't have that much time, I guess. Thank you. Thank you. He'll be today we'll be looking at the dance, taekwondo dance, which is the basic version. But surely in coming years we'll be showing more of the flips like this. Thank you.
Sorry, Arvind, coming years is too long for me. Next year is when I want it. Thank you, Tushar, for being with us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next we have Rahul Acharya sir.
Till now, the hero of the night is Rahul Acharya. Give him a clap. About 4 or 5 years ago, I had seen an international concert on the YouTube, and that was at night, midnight, I think, 1 baje subah. And it had Kathak, it had violin, it had synthesizer, and it had the tablas. And I sent that message to Rahul, and I said, ye karna hi hai hum logon ko. So this year, he has got it done, and another clap for him and for your wonderful children who have learnt it all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I thank all our teachers on behalf of all our students.
Are they wonderful teachers?
Yes, very.
3 cheers for them. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Very good. All right. Thank you, teachers. Because you are here, Vidya Valley is here. Thank you so much. Thank you, parents. Thank you again, parents.